It is officially 10:08, and the last time I drank water, I finished my last cup of water at 9:45. So I drank 3 of these big wine cups of water, like you get them from Dollar Tree, and that's what I normally would drink anyways in between sessions. It's 3 of these, so it's probably, I'd fill it up to about this mark here. So that's probably 12 to 16 ounces, somewhere in there. All right, 10:31. I just pumped for 20 minutes. And this one is the right boob with 2 1/4. And this one is the left boob with just under 2. So that is me at night. I guess that's how my body... This is legit. I mean, I never really pumped because I nurse on demand and he falls asleep so much. So I guess after a month and a week worth of doing that, my body's decreasing to what he would drink before he falls asleep. So I'm hoping to increase this because that would be awesome to increase my nighttime. I've just now found out this is my average at night because I emptied out at 7:30 and I've drank over what I probably drank. It's definitely over 24 ounces of water. Probably 36 because I had 3 of those cups. But, yeah, so this is what I average at night, at 10 o'clock at night, which this would probably be the last time that I pump to store for him. He would probably be asleep by this time. But during the day, I have pumped, and I've seen from when I was empty and he drank everything, I've seen once or twice that I got on my left boob, which is my slacker boob, it doesn't have as much milk. I average 3, 2.5 to 3, and then on my right boob, I'll average 3 to 4. Sometimes I'll get 4.5 on the right boob. So that's where I'm at right now in the during the daytime. I'm going to start the tea tomorrow, and as you can see, the milk is not like thin. It's a good thick milk, but I'm looking to increase my supply. And a little bit thicker. I know I can get thicker. This is a good medium thickness. I know I can get a good heavy thickness. So with my daughter, I had hypothyroidism when I got pregnant with her, and I'm pretty sure I had it after my son, after my first child as well, and I've had it for years. But I finally started taking medication for it during the pregnancy with her. But my final pregnancy with my son Chance, I had great T3, T4 levels. So I say that because fenugreek is not good for people with hypothyroidism. And yeah, fenugreek. I was thinking of fenugreek and fennel, but I think it's just fenugreek. It's not good for people with hypo, which underactive, it makes it, it slows down your thyroid even more, causing you to not make enough milk, to be very tired and sleepy and lethargic, and also very cold. It's not fun. So since I don't have any symptoms of underactive thyroid during this pregnancy and after this pregnancy, I am going to try this tea. I will update you guys on how I feel after taking this tea for the course that it lasts for my thyroid as well. Just pumped my left boob. This is how much I got. 3 ounces. Like I said, that's about average. And when I pumped my right boob at 3 in the morning, because he nursed on the left side, I got 3.5 ounces. So those are my averages for the daytime. First day taking the tea. It's a loose leaf tea. And this is what it looks like. Mine that came with it actually broke. I'll see if there's a way you can fix stuff like that. But I did buy a tea from her, an allergy relief tea already from her. So I had one of these. So I'm just going to use this one. And then I'll just let her know that that one broke. I'm sure she will do what she does to compensate people. So I accidentally filled up the wrong side, but it took 3 pinches to fill this side up. And I'm just going to close it like this now because I did the wrong side. All right, let's go into the cup. I don't know if some of that's supposed to be floating, but you know, it's definitely 8 ounces in here. Just do a little bit more. And we'll let that brew for a second. All right, so this tea has a lot of floaties. Hold on, let me show you. There's a lot of floaties, the loose tea leaves in here. I don't know if I'm supposed to drink that or what. I've never did mother's milk loose tea before. Really never did it before at all because, like I said, I had a thyroid issue. So I'm going to, this has been steeping for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to have a mini strainer and I can put it in another cup of mine. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to drink all that. And that's a lot. Yeah, caught majority of it, so that's fine. And she said to sweeten it with honey and lemon, so that's what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3. Just stir it with a knife. Let's try it. Thank God for that lemon because there is an earthy taste. So a little bit more honey. Yes, I'm a vegan that eats honey. So you can say I'm like 98% vegan. I don't care. Much better. I could chug this. Yes. All right. So it's going to be my first cup. And I'll get back to you guys in the end. We're not going to see this every day. Just know I'm going to drink 2 to 3 cups of these. Okay. So since the last time you've seen this setup, I have this much left. I've had this for, it's Wednesday, so I've used it for a week now, a week and a day. This is me pumping from emptiness, so I'm almost at 4. So I did go up a little bit, but what I have noticed is that my milk is actually a lot thicker. And I think, let me see if I can show you in the fridge. I forgot I kind of shook these up this morning, so I apologize, but this one has settled a little bit more. This is me combining, so all that thickness at the top right there, that's all the fat, and of course that's not, I shook it up so all of it hasn't fully settled yet. It will separate to look clear, and then you'll see a big film of white. That's all the fat in the milk. Here goes a good example of what I'm talking about. See how it's separated, it's a little bit more clear, and look at all this fat that's stuck to the bottles. Can you get a good one of this? See how it's a little bit more clear down here because it's separating. I accidentally shook them up a little bit, taking them out the fridge. But look how thick that is of fat. Same with this. It's getting separated, but look how much fat is in here that is still, it's coagulated up here and it's still got a whole bunch of fat throughout. Before it would be like, I would see like the fat and then clear. For me, which this is going to differ from everybody. For me, not currently having an underactive thyroid, so I didn't expect my supply to increase that much because of the hypothyroidism that I had and that I am very close to having again if I don't keep my health up the right way. So I didn't expect too much of an increase. I would say I got about a solid half of an ounce to an ounce increase in a week. The thickness of my milk has definitely improved, and he seems to be fuller longer. Before he was latching on every hour. Now he can push through. He sleeps longer. His naps are now 2 hours because he's fuller longer because of the fat content in the milk. So I have definitely seen an improvement in that. So this has worked for me in the fact that my thickness of my milk, the fullness that my son gets now from the fat in the milk is improved immensely. And yeah, I still have a little bit left. So that's pretty awesome. I just had a cup this morning, so I'm just going to finish this off. But I would say definitely This lactation milk is amazing. It is all natural. There's no added preservatives and nothing crazy like that. Everything that you need to know will be in the brochure that you get with this. I would 100% recommend it. And it is so natural that it did not mess up my thyroid. It did not do anything. My thyroid is fine. I don't have any of the symptoms. Trust me, I know my symptoms when my thyroid is underactive. I'm just completely a waste of life. Barry, yes ma'am. What I expected it to do if it was going to work, which was increase the fat content of my milk, because me actually with the fenugreek, I knew it was going to push it to actually have an abundance of milk. But what I did notice is that I did fill up faster. It was kind of a learning curve because I was putting too much water, and I was doing like my normal tea at first. Once you start stirring and you see how thick of a color the water is, that's how you know you have enough water. Mine was very light at the beginning because I was dumping like 12 ounces of water. You almost fell. Stop, mama. 12 ounces of water, and then that's not what we're supposed to do. It's supposed to be 6 to 8. So, love it. My recommendation, they're hanging over here, my little. This leaves a lot of floaties. If there was a way to do this and like line it with a strainer, I think you would be good to go. But that is my only thing. So what I currently did was, what I showed you guys was to have a little strainer. I poured it in a separate cup to get as much of the floaties as I can out, and then I dump it back into my teacup and drink it. So that's my only recommendation. Other than that, I really enjoyed testing out this tea, and I really hope you guys try it. It's RootCures, once again. Awesome. Awesome. This is a week after no longer taking the tea, which is over there, just a little bit. Right there. It's a little bit left over there. This is the amount of fat in my milk. Substantially lower. Look how clear this is. Before, this was still a little white, opaque, and then you can see the thickness of the fat. Look how clear and transparent this is. After me not taking the tea anymore, and my body going back down to normal of my child not nursing well. So the tea works.